Welcome back to the channel and a new video on all of these guys. We're going to try and make at least one good bike out of some crappy bikes. Let's get into the video and find out if we're successful, how bad the bike we end up with is, and where we got all these other bikes from. Get the boring one out of the way. This is the Willia Montegrappa. Anyway, this cost us 20 quid. Check out the video up there somewhere. It's been my commuter bike for the last year or so, but we're going to make a new one now. Let's get into the interesting stuff now. That's more like it. So we have this Rally Pioneer Trail. It is Reynolds 501 tubing. It's done some mileage with its previous owner, an old elderly chap that sold it to me from eBay. Let's have a look at the little stickers on it. So, a little glimpse into its past. Panama to Mexico in 2003. He also rode Dublin to Sligo? Don't know where that is. And it's done many other journeys as well. So this has had some life, and it's going to continue with me, because what I'm going to do is get rid of everything bar little things like the chain set, seat post, and maybe the stem. Yeah, let's move on to the next bike. This one, probably all familiar with, is the one that had the mech hanger cut off. That's good. Oh, sounds bright. So we're going to use the wheels on Chaz, that guy over there. We're going to use the drops and the shifters on the Pioneer. Probably stick the 105 on Chaz. That's yellow, and he's yellow. Possibly the chain set, I think. If we don't use the chain set from this over here, we will use this chain set off the Peugeot that is still giving parts. It's also got some Schwalbe tyres. We're going to use them. They're the Marathon Plus. No, just the plain old Marathon. Still got a bit of a puncture protection there. Finally, we have Chaz himself. There we go. So we're going to nick his wheels. I'm trying to get out the sun here. We're going to nick his wheels to go on that Pioneer, because that's going to be a sort of tougher, more like almost gravel bike eventually, with drops. And this is going to be my hack to work bike, so I'm going to use those swanky aero type wheels on this with the 105 and just a double chain set up front. First one I'm going to focus on is probably this Rally. So firstly, we're going to get all the stuff off of there, and I'm just going to skip to that now. Just taking all the mud guards off and reflectors. That's quite satisfying. Yeah. Well, actually, that looks worse. Now we've got the rack off and the mud guards. Already done a bit of weight saving though. Now let's get these off. Right, stripped a load of stuff off. We're now at the stage of going on the rack. Oof, there we go. So now we need some parts from all of these guys. Where's he gone? Ah, yeah. So we've cracked on a bit and got some parts off the Saracen, but this part I thought you'd all want to be a part of. Getting this extender off and the nasty adjustable stem. Even though the frame's no good. Well, not for me. I'm going to give it away. Yeah, if anyone wants it, welcome to it. Free to a good home. There we go. So that one's stripped. Look at those wheels. Wow. Don't have the tool for that. Never taken one off, but yeah. Also, whoever wants this, they can have these Sora brakes. I'm not that keen on those. I think the fork's carbon as well, so that's cool. Just put the stem on just to keep all the bits and bobs for the headset in place. Right, onwards. Got my helper. This is the stuff we took off the Saracen. That's going on Chaz. So's that. These are actually really light. They're, I showed them in the last video. Off Mega. What the heck is that? I'd rather have 175, but that'll do for now, 170. Probably use the chain as well because it matches up with the cassette on that one. That's going on Chaz. This is more about Chaz, isn't it? We're meant to be doing the Pioneer. So back to that. I've got these to go on here, but I've got a nasty A-head adapter somewhere that I could chuck on here. It saves me taking all that bar tape off, and I could use a little stem that I've got. There we go, that might make more sense. Bung that on there, A-head adapter into quill into there. Let's just do it. There we go. A-head adapter or something. It's too heavy though, hate these things. So let's see if that will go in there. Let's give it a go. Yeah, the little stem goes on there, so now we just have to hope that this rusty old thing comes out. Right, loosened it. Oh, yeah, easy. Wow, there's not even any corrosion. That looks brand new there. Bung this thing in then. Might as well do that now. I just bodged it together just for the sake of just fitting it all up, just to see if it'll work. Wow, like a totally different bike. Not. Right, bung these on. I did encounter a problem. There's no hanger. We took off that spacer and we've got a spacer with a built-in hanger. So that should solve it. Reducing the thread that this headset's been held on by dramatically, but it's fine. Get this back in. There we go, that's better. Got our hanger now. It's going to be a bit tight, but it'll be fine. Whilst we were here, I just thought I'd put the wheels from the Saracen onto Chaz. Already done it. This is his old wheels. DX Hubs Maverick rims, remember? And yeah, they look a lot nicer, I think. Proper little city slicker. I think it needs a bit less black stuff on there and a bit more silver, but we'll get there. That seat post, that needs to go for a start, so we can swap it for a silver one. But yeah, anyway, kind of doing two bikes at once there, which is a recipe for things not getting done to put the video out for Friday, especially as I've got to work for the next 2 days. But let's carry on anyway, see how far we can get. I'm not going to use these wheels on the Pioneer just yet. I'm just going to smash it around with the ones from there first, just to get a feel for the bike and everything. That's straight on, bang a cassette on it, and then on she goes. So yeah, let's get those on the Pioneer. I'm just realising I need, that's a 9, so I need a 9-speed cassette for those shifters. So I've left it on this. So that leaves us with, I don't have a cassette that can go on. I also don't have a cable stop for the rear brake because it had internal cable routing. So that's a no-go as well. I'm going to have to get a single piece of brake cable casing, run it all the way back to that stop and just zip tie it on, which I'm fine with that, but I don't think I've got that much cable casing. So it's turning out that this is going to be a no-go. Anyway, I'll bang these wheels on it so we can get an idea of what it's going to look like. I might turn my attentions to Chaz, get that 105 mech on there. Kind of leaning away from this one a little bit and just getting into this one now, but there goes that. Anyway, I was going to see what everyone thought of that flight. I'll get it back on. Yeah, look. Oh yeah, I put the silver seat post in as well, the correct size. It was that was 27 point nothing. While I was taking that off, I might as well take that massive girt saddle off. I think that's too much yellow though. Definitely need a silver stem as well. Just found that I forgot I had. Velo titanium. That's cool. Maybe that might look a bit better just for now. Brown Brooks would look good, but making do with what we've got for the minute. That really is bugging me. It needs to be silver. See what other bits and bobs we can do. 105 rear mech. That's got to go on next, along with that chain that was on the Saracen. That's going to look sweet. So we've got our Dior mountain bike LX mech off. Not the correct way of doing things. Here we go. Oh, look at that. The yellow on the rims, yellow on the frame, yellow on the 105. It's all matching. I think I'm going to take these off and pop these lovely things on, because that Dior is so mint it deserves to be on something else, like a M500 Cannondale that I've got lurking in the wings, ready to go. Will it go? Not with that mech there, it won't. Yeah, let's just get this out of the way. Pop it on. Right, so what have we done? We've done the 105 from the Saracen. They've got the chain set that was nice and lightweight, the off mega, whatever the heck that is, from the Saracen. We left the Chaz's LX front mech. Jesus, that hub's noisy. I love that. Wheels from the Saracen. Seat post from something. Saddle from eBay. How's it looking? Yes. Just that bloody stem. It's got to be silver or something. Yeah, and we need some big flat pedals on there now. This is going to be an absolute get to work smasher. Already is, but it's going to be even more so now. Yeah, we've kind of forgotten about this guy. That's going to be for another day. So we've got our trusty old DMR V8s off of the Willier that is up for sale. They're my commuter pedals, so they will be going on the Chaz planned. Also, whilst we're down here, that's the shop sticker that I should have showed you in the last video. There we go. Oh, it's quite a big. Goes right the way around there. Chaz Bland Racing, Long Ashton, near Bristol. That's probably near Ashton Court where we go mountain biking. And it hasn't even got the 1 in the telephone number. It's that old. So that would be very early 90s. That sticker got plonked on there. Yeah, awesome. Where's my park tool? Ah, there she is. Hello. Up with the correct. Getting all dreamy about our park tool. Let's get this other one on. And then we are ready to commute. Did not turn out how I planned it really. I was just spannering and recording where I could. On the plus side, got Chaz well sorted out with, there we go, with all the Saracen lightweight parts. Any weight we did save on the components, the group set, we then put back on with the great big DMR V8, but who cares? That is getting there. Bit more silver stuff, that'll be job done. I probably will finish off the video commuting this to work tomorrow. So there'll be a tiny bit more left on the end of this video, if you have lasted this far. But yeah, I've made a total mess everywhere, so I'm gonna have to tidy up now. So that rally is more heavy than that fully built. As fun as it would be, I don't see the point in continuing with it, trying to find the bits and bobs and putting the effort into it. I really want to keep it going because of the history to it. But it's just a big old heavy bike. Turns out I get to test ride Chaz's bike now, today, because I've got to go and pick my wife's car up from the garage. So yeah, first test run on Chaz, let's go. This thing absolutely rips now. It's like you got given a turbocharger or something. Also, I just realised, check it out, how is that old front shifter working with a 9-speed cassette? Because to me, that looks like early 90s. Yeah, what a beaut. Let's have a look. Probably can't see anything. Yeah, I absolutely love this bike even more now. Let's go. Just picked up my missus' car, much rather be cycling the bike home. I'm actually looking forward to going to work tomorrow for the work commute with that thing. But with those wheels, 5 mech, the nice and lightweight chain set, which is actually really light, it's just come alive even more. Yeah. Anyway, let's get this pile of junk, the car, not the bike, home. Right, it is 6:37, just finished the day shift, about to cycle home on Chaz now, safely locked up with my helmet, next to this poor old giant. Look at this, actually, by the way, that's a bike that needs a save, it's been there a long time. Yeah, anyway, let's start pedalling this home. Last little bit of the video, absolutely joyful bike to ride. Just quickly, very quickly, it's probably a very dull video. Complete failure with the lead weight that is that Rally Pioneer. I'm just going to put the parts to lighter frame, this will be the ending. So thank you all now for watching. Much appreciated as always, and God knows what's coming next week. It will be something though. Hopefully more exciting than this. Anyway, till next time, thank you. Final look at sand. Final look at the river. Goodbye.